stand-up that you've no doubt seen tearing things up at places around the Bay. She's a writer and a gifted interviewer. Let's bring up Kelly Anneken. Kelly. Here you are. Great to see you. Sit there. Thank you, DJ Bob Ross. Limited taste when it comes to music, but I appreciate that. Kelly, how are you?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Great. I'm doing great. You know, we were just talking about some sex stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And you have any funny sex stories?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, you ever heard of bathroom sex?
Bathroom sex, I would, I can imagine. What, is there a...
It's sex you have in a bathroom.
Okay, so far I'm with
you.
Yeah.
So I'm a fan of bathroom sex, having it in a bathroom. And one time I was having sex in a bathroom with a gentleman.
This is a private bathroom or a public?
No, it was a public bathroom.
Okay, all right.
Private bathroom sex, I think, doesn't count as bathroom sex.
We agree to disagree.
Just want to point out I didn't agree to anything. So we were in the ladies' bathroom because I was like, come on, people come in here in groups all the time, and so we're in there and we were having sex, and somebody came in, so we stopped, and that person peed. Thank God. And then left, and the guy was like, oh man, I hope it was somebody we know.
Oh, a little twist on it.
No, and I was like, do you not understand how bathroom sex works? The whole point is that if it's somebody that you know, they know that you left where you were to be having sex, and then you have to deal with it later. But then if a stranger came in, like, man, my life is boring. Those exciting people are having bathroom sex.
That is what I would think.
Yeah.
Those are the most exciting people. But now, you are married.
I am married.
Yes, and congratulations. That's,
Thank you. Although, really, I think of it as sex work with a tenure track.
I see it. But things are working out between you two?
Oh, yeah, things are great.
You're able to balance life and work, even though it's difficult being a comedian?
Definitely. Well, it helps. We host a Downton Abbey podcast together, which I assume Bob is a fan, so...
He knows his stuff.
Mainly, I'm never home, and he likes that.
Works out pretty well.
Yeah, I'm very happy. He's very happy.
And so what does he do?
He's a software developer.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's pretty much.
Does he like to have the bathroom sex?
It's never come up.
Yeah, not with the software. Not known for excitement. How long have you been married?
We've been married 8 years and together 10.
Oh, that's a good run.
Yeah, I feel pretty good. I could hang it up after this, I think.
Uh-huh. And hang what up?
Oh, just my hat.
Okay, nothing sex stuff. Unless it's a sex hat, and then we're talking about something else.
All my hats are sex hats.
Oh!
Why else would you own a hat?
That's a fair point. And was it a long courtship between the two of you?
I was like a year and a half-ish.
Pretty quick.
Yeah. Well, about a month in, I was still in college at the time, and I told him he wasn't allowed to propose to me till I graduated. And he stuck by that.
So you set the rules in the household?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's great. Good for you.
Yeah.
And how long have you been doing stand-up?
I've been doing stand-up, I think about 7 years.
Oh, that's great. And do you remember an early comedic influence?
The show Animaniacs.
Primarily,
yeah.
They did a tribute here at Parts.
I know, and I didn't go. It's terrible to meet your heroes.
That's true. They always disappoint
This is really difficult for me right now.
I can sense this. I bet a lot of my guests feel that way. And what was it about that show? Just it was zany?
Yeah. Yeah, you know, it was.
It's a cartoon.
It was fast-paced. It was quick-witted. There was a lot of pop culture references that I had to look up. So that was good. Yeah, and I just that's how I learned how to write jokes because we didn't have cable and I wasn't allowed to watch stand-up. So that was really where I learned how you write a joke.
That's terrific. And now, where do you find you're drawing a lot of your comedy from?
Generally, my life. Things that make me angry, generally.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, sometimes I'll hear another comedian that really inspires me. Either because I really like what they're doing or because they're so bad that I know I can do better.
Right. Well, we find that in theater as well, don't we? But do you have, other than the creators of the Animaniacs, do you have a comedic hero that you would identify?
Oh, gosh, my comedic hero. You know, people always ask me that, and I always forget when they ask.
Well, I'm sorry.
It's like I have a
I wish we had
false
talked about
memory.
that backstage.
I know, it's okay. I would say the first people that I liked doing comedy were Margaret Cho and Eddie Izzard.
Okay.
But thank you. I didn't do anything, they did. But I was in theater school as well, and we used to watch them because we were very theatrical, and so were they. And then the first comedian that made me think I could do comedy was Patton Oswalt. Yeah. I heard...
We know who he is. You're not going to get any credit for shouting out the name. I know who that famous comedian is. Yes! Tom Selleck. Yeah, he's a person. I'm glad you're here, by the way. Sign up for our newsletter. Yes?
Yeah, so
So
Patton
he showed
Oswalt
you could do it. Gave you some inspiration.
Yeah, definitely.
Susie, do you have a hero?
Absolutely. Tie between Mae West and Gypsy Rose Lee.
Tom?
I'm going to say my hero is probably Jacques Pepin.
Jenny, do you have a hero?
It might still be you, Danny.
So nice, thank you. Jenny. I guess for me, it would have to be maybe Bob Newhart or...
We got the comb over, that makes a lot of sense.
Thank you, yes. And I hope that you will tune in. I'm going to be releasing a series of bald spot tutorial videos soon, so I hope you check that out on YouTube.com.
In a couple of years, my husband's really going to need those.
Oh, well, a lot of people do. Not everybody admits it. Now, we also share something in common because I have ended up inadvertently in, here's the thing. I applied to an artist residency program, one of these deals. Now, it turns out that it was just a boarding house run by a polyamorous woman named Deirdre. She was more interested in Kevin than myself. I don't know, she said he looked a little bit like Patrick Ewing, and I guess if you turned out the lights, he did. But, because he looked nothing like him, that's what I mean. But now, you mentioned that you are also polyamorous.
Yes, I'm a friend of Deirdre.
Tell her I say hello.
I absolutely
I'm
won't.
sorry about the pie.
It's okay. It happens a lot.
Yeah.
So I've been with my husband for 10 years. People always want to know how's that worked out. And I'm like, well, we have sex with other people. So that takes a lot of the guesswork out of it. People are always really uncomfortable about it, by the way.
I'm not uncomfortable about it. I was just trying to figure out the guesswork component to that, what people are guessing. But so that's great. Just do it as you. It's an open model. You have people coming over. Where do you go?
Generally, we have a one-bedroom apartment, and that gets creepy.
Yeah.
So generally, we'll go somewhere else.
Yeah.
Somebody else's apartment or a hotel.
A couple times a month. Is there a steady person?
It depends. I just ended a thing.
Yeah.
So now I think I'm gonna just take some me time, get a vibrator, and just see what happens.
I do know. Here's the thing, though. I understand why you had a little moment there with the Patrick Ewing comment. I was thinking of Bobby Ewing, and the guy that played it. Isn't his first name Patrick? Dumphy or Dempsey, something like that? Duffy. So in my mind, the two conflated. So I understand where you all groaned when I said turn off the lights. The joke was the fact that this person does not resemble in any way this other actor who she had thought. It was not some kind of thing about Patrick Ewing or what people may or may not look like based on where they come from or what sport that they play. It happens when you get older, you understand. So, Kelly, you work at Pandora?
I do.
Yeah, and what you do there at Pandora, and not the thing that released all the evils to the world?
That's still in development.
Good, but the music streaming service.
Correct. Yes.
And you curate the comedy there?
I do. I acquire and ingest all of our comedy content.
Oh, that's so
and
interesting.
I do all of our artist and label relations. Wasn't expecting to talk about that right up next to Polyamory, but I guess, year-end review, that'll be fun.
Put that out on the intra-office email.
Yeah, I don't know.
Hey, everybody, I did a show.
Yeah, listen to or don't.
Yeah.
Maybe. And we can put it on Pandora. We can't actually. We're not set up for podcasts yet.
Why is that?
Because
it is an audio platform.
It is an audio platform because of the variable nature and length.
Yeah.
Of podcasts.
What's the comedy algorithm? Because I will do whatever it takes to get it.
Me too.
I will say whatever keywords you want me to say.
It's all numeric. So we have different categories that are, some are just identifiers.
Zip codes?
Yeah. No, that's when you sign up is your zip code. And then it's like gender and style. So if you're shouting a lot or you laugh a lot at your own jokes. Point of view, if you're a woman telling jokes for women. Style of joke, are they anecdotal or they set a punch? All that gets that's scored.
Is there a lonely fella category?
There is I think there's a sad or a bummed out, maybe I think is the word.
What's that? That would be good for me. Thank you, Jim.
Honestly, now that I think about it, there's so many sad fella comedians. There's no point in having a gene for it.
It's redundant.
Yeah.
Well, do you have a show coming up anytime soon?
I do actually. I'm opening for Justin Willman at Cobb's on Thursday evening as part of SF Sketchfest.
So that'll be terrific.
Yeah.
Check that out.
Yeah.
And you run a regular series in Oakland?
Actually, I have a monthly show here in San Francisco at the Royale 800 Post called Sup Girl Comedy, bringing the female gaze back to comedy. And that happens.
I almost called this show that. Very close to Sup Girl.
Yeah, that's every third Wednesday of the month at the Royale.
That's great. Well, Kelly Anneken, thank you for being here.
Thank you so much for having me.
Kelly Anneken, everybody.